You're an expert. David's an expert. Okay.
I have enough for you.
Yeah. Alrighty, so the notation there, you know, Neo4j.
There's something very interesting about this. I didn't know I'm gonna give 2 presentations today, but seems like I have to. So what you see here on the screen, you know Neo4j, it's their syntax for their query language. And it looks like a graph, like one node pointing to another node. And this is the way that you describe your search pattern, and by that you get the results from your graph.
Okay. Without even knowing what this slide shows about data's on top of it. Okay. Let's see. This is not updating on this. Graphs, there we go. Okay, so they talk about thinking about data. Most important aspects are how things are communicated. So this is also a graph, but with some data attached.
You want me to give a few words on that?
Absolutely.
So what we see here is eventually a graph with connections. The idea behind graph databases is that it's a good solution to represent highly connected data like social networks and any other form of highly connected information, where you, if you try to do it with a regular database or even a NoSQL database, it will be very hard, very long to try to traverse the different connections to the different nodes of a graph. In this case, the entire purpose of Neo4j is to bring you in milliseconds a huge amount of graphs, billions of nodes that are connected between each other, and it's a very interesting concept. It's one of the 3 ways databases are developing today. The NoSQL, the graph databases, and the relational ones. So yeah, each box or whatever it is an entity in the database. Each connection is an entity in the database, and eventually you after you create the right data structure for your needs, you insert them to the database, and you can search them again in a split of a millisecond.
What he's talking about is the nodes and the relationships between the nodes, and they both contain properties of key value pairs. So modeling with graphs. So they're talking about, I think, David had mentioned about social networking here, so they're commenting here is on like the Facebook aspect, your friends, your sharing, your likes.
One of the things that they like to show is that it's really easy to create your data diagram, because if you think about it, everything in the world is connected in somewhere or another. Every object is connected to another with some connection type. So it's really easy to take your data structure and put all your entities on a whiteboard and actually create the connections between them, and that's what eventually you put into to the database. So it's one of their ways to show how well graphs fits or represent the world.
Here they just formalized it. Let's see, they discuss how wall posts could be changed.
like showing you the graphs in a very nice visual effects on your nodes, but I'm not sure how usable it is when your data really gets large. What exactly they do, but yeah, it's a nice tool.
Yeah, that's on an NSA diagram.
Okay. So languages, it's supported. Of course, it's like with anything, it's going up to any of the major languages. They say they have 20 drivers to hook it up. So. Come on in. All right. Stack Overflow. Any questions? Okay. Where to get more information? Groups. GitHub. Meetups. Anybody know where the graph piece is?
Yeah, people use graph databases around the world.
Okay. Thank you.
Wow.
I'm a little bit fast. Okay, so